that is something that the Hong Kong government and
what's going on, fam?
Government, they should be afraid of.
We're gonna wait for a second.
A city that they can control like any other.
And talk about what's going on.
It's a fact that
all hell is breaking loose across the nation, across the world, across the globe. Now I know it's gonna knock me off my block again, so we have to get back on our feet. Y'all saw what happened, right? Hold on 1 second. Hold on, family. Make sure I put it back on here. Now, before I go any further, all hell is breaking loose. God is a God of riding. He loves to ride. See, people don't paint him a white God, a soft God. Like he just singing in the clouds and he just want all good. But God is the Most High. He love to tear up shit, and he use people. And if he can't get people, he use his angels or himself to go do the job. It's all out mayhem in France and China. Let's take a look. Wake up, Israel News, Chris Judah.
I mean, if Sunday was a day of action, a historic day of protest, well, it was really all eyes turning to the government here on Monday. How would the Hong Kong government, led by Carrie Lam, respond after what we saw on Sunday? And if you thought Carrie Lam might be changing her position as a result of what we saw on Sunday, well, she made it quite clear today that that's not the case. Hundreds of thousands of people out on the streets proves democracy is in good hands. Hong Kong's leader claimed on Monday.
Rights and freedoms of individuals, of journalists.
I thought she said rights. Not being funny, I thought she said rights at first, but she said rights and freedom.
Exactly. Are fully protected.
But Carrie Lam waved away the concerns of this vast group of people, more than 1 million, organizers say, who fear that her government's legislation to allow extradition to China would undermine the rule of law here.
This bill is not initiated by the Central People's Government. I have not received any instruction or mandate from Beijing.
Please save my daughter was the message from this man who brought his child to Sunday's mass demonstration. Protest organizers say the idea of being put on trial in the mainland would silence Beijing's critics in what is now China's freest city.
There is no fair trial. There is no humane punishment guaranteed on the mainland.
History points to one good reason to worry about political activists being taken to China to face the Communist Party's justice. 5 booksellers who sold work critical of Chinese leaders went missing in late 2015 from Hong Kong, later turning up in mainland China, where they confessed to illegally distributing books banned on the mainland. The confessions were widely viewed as coerced. China's government didn't do much to quell those fears on Monday when censors blocked coverage of the massive protest, erasing posts from social media on the mainland. Meanwhile, some state-run media have suggested the United States government has been involved somehow in the protest because of the ongoing U.S.-China trade war. A U.S. consulate spokesman called the allegation, quote, manifestly absurd. Beijing could be forced to block news from Hong Kong again on Wednesday. More demonstrations are planned by those who fear that semi-autonomous Hong Kong is at risk of becoming like the rest of heavily censored China.
He's starting all this stuff, man.
Beijing, big media in the mainland.
He getting the world, he getting the planet ready for all out mayhem. It's hell about to break loose in America right now. These damn protests. It's about to break loose. It's quiet now, but it's quiet before the storm.
Most people in this would agree is a grassroots movement. I think you said to the million or so people on the street that this was coming from the United States, I think they might be quite offended by that. But moving forward, if we look Wednesday morning, 10 a.m., that's when we're expecting more protests to occur, because that is the next time that the Parliament here in Hong Kong is going to debate this bill. It's clear, Christy, that this fight over this very controversial.
China blames U.S. for setting this whole thing up with this massive rally. Everybody don't look at God, see. Even if America did do it, which they probably damn did, you know how these devils do it over here. Shalom again, family. But the Most High puts together a heck of a stage play. I mean, the acting and the performance is like out of this world.
Potential piece of legislation is not over yet.
Matt, you're absolutely right. You talk to any of the protesters who are out and about on Sunday, they will tell you that they were there of their own volition. This is a grassroots movement, not the work of so-called foreign forces with more protest action to come. Matt Rivers reporting live for us. Thank you so much. Let's look deeper into what makes this extradition bill so controversial. Our critics say it will leave anyone on Hong Kong soil vulnerable to be grabbed by Chinese authorities, whether for political reasons or even a business offense. But Hong Kong's government defends the bill, saying that it is designed to plug legal loopholes by allowing them to decide on a case-by-case basis whether to send suspects to places where it does not have a formal extradition agreement, like mainland China. But far beyond the shores of Hong Kong, the extradition bill is drawing criticism from the likes of the United States and Europe.
Yeah.
Police arrested 19 people and questioned hundreds more in the protests. Let's now bring in Denise Ho, a popular activist here in Hong Kong. She has become a symbol of the city's struggle for civil freedoms from mainland China, and joins us now. Denise, thank you for joining us here on the program. First, in your words, why do you oppose the extradition bill?
I think this whole protest with these million people of Hong Kong is totally, the root cause is totally
Denise Ho look like Dennis Ho.
Has been treating the Hong Kong people since after the umbrella movement, where so many people have been arrested and prosecuted and put in jail, and also the way that they have become tone deaf to the demands of Hong Kong people. So I think this extradition bill is extremely dangerous to Hong Kong citizens, myself included, since I have been banned from China, and I am also very vulnerable to this bill because I am outspoken in all aspects of what's happening to Hong Kong and the tightening grip of China on Hong Kong right now. So I think the people who came up onto the streets yesterday is we are all protesting against this very dangerous bill that would make Hong Kong just another China city.
You do not want this bill to pass because you feel vulnerable. Hundreds of thousands, if not more, fellow Hong Kongers feel the same way, and yet the top leader here in Hong Kong, Carrie Lam, will not budge. Today, she said that the law is necessary, and she tried to provide some reassurances. She said human rights safeguards are in place. Is there anything more she could say or do to reassure you and fellow protesters about this bill?
The way that they have responded so quickly and so, they haven't budged a bit, even we had so many people on the streets, it is really alarming for us. And I think, as long as they do not provide any sense of security for the Hong Kong people, I don't think that we can trust them in any way. And it is quite obvious that Carrie Lam is only responding and working for not the Hong Kong people, but probably someone from the Beijing government, even though she denies that. But it is quite obvious for Hong Kongers that the Hong Kong government is no longer protecting us from any harm that the communist government might cause us.
Denise, you are a high-profile, well-known, outspoken activist and artist. In 2014, ahead of the Umbrella movement, you protested for universal suffrage.
Protest all lot. That's her? But she looked better right there.
No universal
I
suffrage
guess it may not be
here in
her.
Hong Kong. And there's been an erosion, a steady erosion of freedom since then. You're now
She looking like they don't pay me enough for this shit. She looking like she thinking about her damn husband. If I just catch him cheating again, I'm gonna put my foot in his ass. She just wondering where the hell they gonna take me. She don't even want to be there. Look at her. Like she might got some Negro in her. Look at her face. Look at. You know why I say she got some Negro in her? It's her spirit, man. It's her emotion. See, we get our emotions from the Most High. Now I don't know who the hell who she get her emotion from. She a damn Moabite. She a 1,000,000% Moabite. I'm assuming she a Moabite too. But this one right here. Who's your mom? Who your daddy is? Look at her hair. Who in the hell designed this shirt? Let's keep going.
I'm fighting this extradition bill that the government says will pass. And I have to ask you, why fight? Why fight? What gives you hope?
The fact that so many people came onto the streets even after these 4 or 5 years of frustration, and even some people have been, young people especially, have been checking out within these 4 years because we think that the government is no longer listening. And the fact that they all came out yesterday, I think that is already a very strong statement and also a reason for Hong Kong people to keep on fighting. And like me personally and many people who came onto the streets yesterday, I think we are realistic and we know that the Hong Kong government might not budge and maybe even this bill might pass. But the fact that we are the one city in the China perimeter where we can still protest and we are still strongly fighting against this tightening grip. I think
who in the hell getting their damn ass slammed to the ground like damn ravishing Rick Rude?
Because we are not city that they.
Y'all think this is something y'all ain't seen Frank? God damn, they snatch people over the rails like Ric Flair in the
on the streets yesterday. And I personally hope that
at the Royal Rumble.
People, we can acknowledge the fact that we are still strong.
Calm down, people.
And has the nature of your
You want to want some ass?
The nature of your protest since 2014, when again the 2014 umbrella movement failed to deliver universal suffrage. Now there's this greater fight, extradition bill for the autonomy of Hong Kong. This is a greater fight. Some people are calling it for the soul of Hong Kong. Are tactics changing among protesters like yourself?
I want to see a lesbian.
I am personally.
I want to see a lesbian. Look at her emotion. Look at her face.
Hong Kong people to change and to think of smarter ways to fight. And
I hope she's not.
That we used
I hope she's multiplying.
It's no longer.
If those Hong Kongers can damn multiply, because you know they birth rate is lower too. Shit.
The only way that we can do it, because obviously the Hong Kong government, they are tightening the grip and also they are upgrading their tactics, because you saw the riot police who were dispersing the crowds yesterday, and the way that they did it is absolutely the training from these 4 years. So the way that we did it in 2014 is not the only way that is possible right now. And I think the only way to do it is we change it into a wider spectrum of different tactics and different fights among the people of Hong Kong, and doing it in our own ways and not waiting for just one organization or one person to call on, but like many people pitching in and doing things at the same time, and that is something that the Hong Kong government they do not have that tactic to suppress us at the moment. So we need to be very flexible and very smart.
All right.
About some events that are going on in France.
Now,
We got serious writing.
this is the line of Israel. I love this brother channel. He gonna show some stuff about this porcupine whooping two dogs' ass. I mean, just straight out whoop ass with his needles. I'm gonna use an example of porcupines and two dogs. Let's let him play this.
Revolution, looting, all out street wars going on in France now, Israel. Yet look at what we get. The pooch and the porcupine. We're here today. You are not going to get the pooch and the porcupine. You're going to get some real news. What's going on out there in France. I think you're going to be shocked by this footage, Israel. They are tearing France down.
They tearing France
stores down, looting. The police are in full retreat mode in a lot of these battles. It's going down right now in France, Israel. But first, we're going to hear about the pooch. Let's hear about the pooch and the porcupine. And then we'll get to the real news, the real meat.
Oh my God, he's had a fight with a porcupine.
What started as a normal morning for Banks residents.
Porcupine whoop.
I was just sitting here in the chair and Bull walked by the door.
Soon turned into a more panic.
Scared me to death. I mean, I just couldn't imagine the pain he was in.
Two of Gamblin's dogs got into a fight with a porcupine.
I'm gonna use an example right now. Now, dogs is pretty damn smart. They're not smarter than cats, but they smart. But the Messiah used called the Gentiles dogs. Now I see why. I see why he called the Gentile dogs. When the lady said, you know, can you bless me? He said, no. He said, I don't. He said, you think I'm gonna bless you? He's like giving blessings to a dog. You're a Gentile. She said, well, even the dogs need scraps off the table. These Gentiles keep going against the Most High and his children by falsely accusing them of rape, selling drugs, any type of shit they accuse them of. Family alligators, rape them, hung them in trees, castrated them, cut the baby out the fetus, stuck the baby to the ground, rape the black woman, rape the black man, rape the black child, enslaved them, didn't pay them the right proper money, they did, didn't give them reparations. So that these Gentile dogs who did this, the Hebrews came over in the slave ships of Deuteronomy 28, 63, 68. These dogs keep going against the Most High. And the Most High, in this case, is the porcupine. See? But they can't, see, Esau can't get enough of getting pins stuck in his ass. He's going to keep trying the Most High and keep getting his ass whooped. A crane done fell down in Texas, done damn near broke down a whole apartment complex, how heavy it was. A helicopter done fell down in New York, just fell to the ground. It's floods every damn day. It's flooded in the damn near 1 or 2 hours at a time. Water coming up to people's car windows within a couple hours raining. But these devils keep trying the Most High, and he gonna keep porcupine their ass left and right.
Getting tons of quills stuck all over their bodies.
Thousands. I would estimate thousands. And they worked on both of them for over an hour and a half, pulling those quills out.
They probably had more quills than we've seen on it than any of the others. He's got the quill mill there.
It's a situation State Game Warden Travis Allen has seen many times.
Here comes a porcupine, and they feel like they need to protect their property from this porcupine, and they go up and majority of the time.
I feel like I gotta protect my white rights, my white privilege from these niggas getting a job, from these niggas taking my white woman who don't age with a damn. for these niggas getting this promotion on the job, this land. How he get that car, that Mercedes, how he get all that money? Esau think he has to protect the land that he's stolen from the black people who they murdered on this land, including the indigenous Native Americans. I ain't talking about the $5 Indians, I'm talking about the dark ones. Esau is a damn fool and a disgrace.
If they're attacked, or they attack the porcupine, they're getting a face full of quills. And without veterinary
And he said it better. You keep attacking the Most High, you get a face full of needles. What is it? Your needles represent low birth rates, opioids, skin cancer, measles, polio. What's the other thing? Oh, damn weed. Protest. You damn name it. That's they needles. You'll figure, you'll think to really humble yourself and say, we apologize for slavery. Some of them do apologize, but the government and most of them don't want to apologize. They say get past the slavery. How about you get past getting these needles in your ass? Because it's more to come.
It's very difficult to remove these quills.
Now, after getting the quills removed, England's dogs are back home.
Hey, baby, we have to take him back Friday. And they're gonna check his eye. And we have to check him every day, 2 or 3 times a day, because
What a ass whooping.
under the skin, and they started working out. I took one out this morning, and we got 2 or 3 out yesterday.
It should take about 2 weeks, but both dogs will make a full recovery. In banks with coverage you can count on. Clear price, anytime news.
Y'all sit y'all ass down next time.
Thank you for that, Esau. Thank you for that. Thank you for these very heartwarming news stories, earth-shattering, that are affecting millions of people's lives around the world. Because I'm sure this was very important to get this story about the quills and the pooch out. Very unfortunate that these 2 dogs had a little skirmish with the porcupine. And this is our news today, Israel. This is what it's come down to keep us distracted, to keep us ignorant, to keep us focused on foolishness instead of these prophecies that are unfolding around the world.
I'm gonna stop right there. And he's right. You ain't got shit else to talk about but some naive dogs getting their ass handed to them by a porcupine who clearly got the advantage with them damn needles in his body like a damn Wolverine, like a X-Man. That's his defense mechanism. He's supposed to whoop your ass. I always wonder if the dogs had a different owner, it would have been different. Because if I had a dog, he would know not to do stupid shit.
Most High God of Israel breaking his foot off in the baton of these enemy nations. That's the news that they don't want to see about. Like I said, we're going to hear about it today. Again, thank you for Tangible Focus. Everybody else who sends in links, do check out most of them. But I'm trying to keep the news focused on things related to prophecy right now. Things related to things going on around the world that we're just not hearing about. And of course, some stories and visions. This one right here, I couldn't believe what I was watching. I haven't heard none of the news. I'm just reporting on this. Y'all let me know if you heard any of this. All praise and glory to the Most High God of Israel, bringing about justice and righteousness and balance for this wicked world. Get into it. Thank you, Ken.
Mais sinon, on va quand même les synthétiseurs qui sont une façon compétent, ça va être une bonne scène, il faut que je participe à des expérimentaires, c'est une histoire cachée qui peut toujours être un pilote derrière, c'est comme une film, c'est pas bien, c'est bien sur le jeu, la consommation, tout là. Sur les super, et je dirais que tu utilisais pour faire des barricades, pour des fonds. Cette technique permet de ralentir la progression et d'arriver à l'effet. Notre combat, comme c'est des justice sociale, voilà, si ce sont encore des problèmes actuels qu'on combat. Ce qui est intéressant, c'est que les gars, nous sommes en contradiction, se perdent dans la façon de juger certaines personnes, cette facilité catégorisée. Tu n'as jamais vu notre une transparence que nous appartenons à l'excellence. On est issu de la délinquance, on est des ligotis ou encore en condition politique organique. Ils se consolident de la façon de mentir la réalité. On est mélanger le gouvernement qui est une catégorie toujours un mouvement contre la pouvoir, sans qu'on ait connaître, qui nous permet de leur proposer.
I don't know what they saying either, but just keep watching.
Ce sont des représentations de personnes avec des classes sociales différentes, de toute origine et de toute caractéristique. Ça représente la partie du peuple, la plus déterminée en tout cas, c'est-à-dire le secondaire de l'ordre, le travail, la famille, et nous continuons à combattre les systèmes, chacun sa manière. Aujourd'hui, l'ordre, on se cache dans le but, on combat la justice sociale, la production, l'ordre, la manifestation, c'est ensemble, dans les journées politiques. Les histoires établies sur des actes de violence, non complètement. Et pourtant, les gens sont complètement choqués à la personne de la
They drag. Now pay attention to these fools acting a fool because of their country. I think they up in the taxes. They paying a minimum wage, probably. Taxes. The same shit they doing in America. But they ain't going for this shit. And they don't give a damn what the police or the government say or not. They gon' damn tell up shit. All this is courtesy of the Most High. He's doing all that stuff. Did y'all see that shit? Did y'all see that, man? Look good. One more time. Look over here, right here. This dude. Stop. He gonna pick up this damn board and just, it's like wrestling, man. It's like you see on WWE or something. Then look at him. He gonna charge him. I'm gonna make the screen smaller. It may be better. I want you to look at the body language of this dude. Right here. Look at the body language of this dude right here. Oh man, my wife, man. I don't know, man. I just can't take no damn more. I mean, I promise you, she say one more damn thing, we getting a divorce. I'm sick of this shit. Look, you want to go get something to eat? Look at his body language. That big ass tank, man. Look at this tank. Look at it. Stop. All right. Look at this tank right here. All right, now I don't know what's in this tank, but it seems like they're clearly avoiding it. If that shit go kaboom, it might be lights off at all the cops and the protesters. They're gonna sell that shit on eBay, Amazon. White folks ride is protesting. Negroes ride the savage animals. You ever heard somebody black say, black people gotta do? You heard somebody black say that? Black people gotta do better. You see these damn Edomites tearing up shit?
You all know what I'm about to say. You all know what I'm thinking. There was a bunch of Negroes and black folks tearing up city and looting like this. You all would have seen it. It would have been plastered all over the news, the evening news everywhere. Black folks acting like savages, animals. Look at them looting, honey. Oh, those crazy Negroes, they're such savages. Such animals, look at them looting. Oh, they won't show this, are they? They won't show this. White folks looting, tearing up the city. This is what they ain't gonna show in this one. You know how fake news gets down. They're trying to hide all this. Let's continue.
Black folks, black folks, and white folks came to town.
This is Fred. This is Fred.
Right?
Huh?
Yeah, talking about that, you got on. White folks are there, black.
Okay, white. Right.
Oh, I'm fine.
I'm explaining to my mom that this is France, and if that was Negroes, like I said earlier, when there's white people protesting, they say protesting peacefully. Stop, phone. Yeah. It never done it. Oh, anyway, when black folks protest, this savage animals and thugs, would you hush? Oh. It's sad. I'm not gonna play the whole. I want to play the whole video, but I have to cut the video short. I'm gonna play a little bit more. Hold on one second. I think you got to get the point. They acting the fool. They raising taxes. They're not paying them what they want to get paid. So they over there they raising hell. And France, they ain't going for that type stuff. So you got thousands a month, thousands of people just tearing up the France. And I don't know what that Paris, what part of France, all over. But Hong Kong is going through this. It ain't got as bad as Hong Kong. I don't think it has. I can be wrong. But the whole world is about to be in mayhem, and it's coming to America. Even worse than the riots that they've been going on with Trump and everybody else. It's about to get real nasty all over the planet with people acting. They're not going for this government who's not doing right by the people. First, the Most High, he still coming back for his people, his true seed, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The true seed of Deuteronomy 28, 63, 68, when he sent his people back over to Egypt in slave ships, which is America and the Caribbean and South America, this is Brazil. They are acting a fool in Brazil as well, but they don't show it on news. Esau is doing so much damage right now that the Most High is just raising hell. He's starting all this mayhem. Now, it was a crane in Texas just fell on an apartment. A helicopter just crashed in New York on top of the building. And it seemed like the Most High is riding himself. The Central Park 5 brothers who got accused of rape, and it's been all over the news. And these people don't want to apologize for getting it wrong, because white people, which is Esau, Edom, their ego won't allow them to apologize. So I guess the Most High gonna have to do something to them, like that helicopter in New York just fell down. It's not by coincidence. They were saying, is anybody how are we gonna get this helicopter off this building? And I said in another video earlier today, if you know how to figure out how to lock up black men for no reason and figure out how to get that damn shit off that building, which is the helicopter. That crane, I had visions of these marches of Blue Lives Matter, as always against the black man, the black woman, the black child, that the Most High is going to bring a stone out the sky and crush these idiots, these enemies, these devils, with a stone. I keep visualizing a crane, even before it start happening. It's going to be more cranes falling down, crushing buildings. Then you got Texas that keep flooding. You got Botham Shem, who got shot by the white cop. Sandra Bland died in Texas. And some more hella stuff went on in Texas. Hurricane Harvey, right off the coast of the ocean, when they said dead bodies was getting sent out into the ocean when it was flooded. And it was a white guy said this, he was a militian. So all this is judgment upon Edom. Now, Edom can be just like those two dogs that got whooped by that porcupine and keep acting a fool towards God's people. But we know Esau and Edom. He can't stop hating God's people, true chosen seed. On that note, this is Wake Up Israel News with Chris Judah. See you next time. Shalom.